Thank you to all my colleagues for your comments today. I think the one thing we have learned is that everyone does have varying opinions on this matter. But the opinions that we share are that we do have to find a way to address this. And it's no secret that we need a better way. And it's no secret that a harm reduction solution is already underway in the nation. Discussions are already happening. And harm reduction needs to have supports and beds to help residents at the moment they need it, at the moment they're ready for it. I would invite some of my colleagues to research the number of simple possession charges that were laid in Winnipeg in 2021. I think you will find it's very low. It's relatively low considering the problems that we have in our city. But police officers are not interested in simple possession charges. They're trying to get to the dealers. They're trying to address those that put people in harm's way, those that would sell narcotics on our streets, get them off the streets. That is what sometimes they'll use simple possession for. Gang members, to try and get to the bigger picture, the dealers, to try and stop it before it gets to the city. I'll note that our one member of the police board mentioned they hadn't discussed it. We didn't hear that from the other member of the police board. But law enforcement should be a part of this discussion, given the fact that police chiefs across Canada are advocating for a better way. They are talking about a better way. But again, a better way, as we've all said in our own statements, requires support. Real support. That's funding. That's services. Those are supports the City of Winnipeg cannot afford or is not under the jurisdiction of municipal government. I'll acknowledge it seems like it was days ago, but when the mayor spoke about the illicit drug task force and the work that is being done, that's exactly what we wanted to see. Conversations with the province, talking to those that are in a position to facilitate change, to enact support services throughout the province. I would ask my colleagues today to look at what we can do within our jurisdiction to help make a difference. We need to support the other levels of government that are doing their work and push them to have the supports in place before anything happens. You can't simply decriminalize drugs and not have supports in place. That's not my quote. That quote comes from a former police chief for the City of Winnipeg. It comes from police chiefs serving in other jurisdictions and two former Crown attorneys who know we need to have support for our residents. This motion today has certainly touched a lot of us and has brought out the fact that it is a political item. But it's one of those items that we have to not politicize. We have to do what's right for our residents. We can take actions today to help save lives that are within our jurisdiction. We can offer TIF programs to centres so that we attract more of them to Winnipeg. We could sell land at a discounted rate to centres so more of them open in Winnipeg. We could work with the provincial government to see more centres on Winnipeg land not being used, as long as they do their part and the federal government does their part. The mayor has a strategy. They've talked about the illicit drug strategy. The strategy, as I understand it, is to talk to the other levels of government and ensure that we have the supports in place. Because to me, that's what's most important. It's not important to me what side of the fence you're on. It's about saving lives. And I'll note some of my colleagues didn't see the benefit of decriminalization of some drugs. Some say that there is. But the reality of what we know when you look at other jurisdictions is if you don't have the supports, you're not going to help anyone. And this motion does not help anyone. It's not offering any support to any member of our city. This level of government has a jurisdiction. We are in a position to help in other ways. We could have Narcan nasal spray, very easy to use on city transit. We could have it in civic buildings. We could have videos online how to use it. That saves lives. That's what we should be doing. We should be the leaders pushing for a way to save lives, to do what we can do within our jurisdiction, and then let the mayor do what he's doing by pushing the provincial government and the federal government to take the appropriate action to put services in place. We can't do it for them. They need to do their job, and we need to do ours. I can't support this motion today because it doesn't go far enough. It doesn't offer any supports to any individual that would be facing the most challenging and difficult time of their life. We need to be able to talk to that person and say, we're here to help. This motion doesn't say, we're here to help you. This motion doesn't say, we have support for you. This motion doesn't say, we're going to care for you while you get through this.